like lovers entwined. So give me the night, the night, the night. Yeah. One second. As if you haven't been waiting already. Excellent. I'm lurking. I'll probably be in stream. That's fair. You guys do whatever you need to. All right. Ready? All right. Oh, shit. And then also. Hey, welcome. When we last left off, we were at about, we'll say, day 5 of the siege. Emperor Maximilian has apparently dispatched his own son to take us down. Some of our expeditionary forces returned. They've got good news. Although, any news is good news at this point. Auburn is making good pace, and she's not dawdling. She is trying to get here. The situation. The enemy has not fully attacked yet. There's been the occasional barrage to remind you that you're under threat. But realistically, not too much. They're waiting. You don't have the resources to hold out for much longer. Nobody's going to die from starvation. They'll break in long before that. But even as you've begun half rations, you do feel drained. You wake up the next morning. You hear laughter on the rooftop. And sure enough, after you've gotten through your morning routine and gone outside, you look up there, and there's Ledger sharing a drink with the garrison commander. They're just sitting on the roof, having a grand old time. They don't seem to notice you. Are there any organizational changes you would like to your defense? Anything we want to start to try to do? It's official. He's lost it. I'm not sure. We definitely, excuse me, should have someone watching the other door in the unlikely event of a pincer maneuver. I'll have my rations last. Everyone else should be fed before me. Ah, yes, starve the commanding officers so they can make good decisions. You will notice that any... excuse me. Most decisions you make, I will give a sarcastic response to, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. My intent currently is to instill doubt in you. Hey, Peddles. Hey, Peddles. Hey, Ziphius. We're in the middle of our lore stream. What did I miss? The first half of the siege. And I want to make it clear. Plot armor is still off. If anything goes fucking wrong, and your character or whatever dies, they're fucking dead. So be smart. Well, Faustine moves... Is there talk about taking an offer from the enemy? They did try to buy us before. It's an option. What do you guys think? The initial offer was double whatever you're being paid, and then a quote-unquote peace offering of offering up, I believe it was a quarter of your standing quarter of your standing force to serve as his personal retinue. Unfortunately, the barrage begins earlier this time than before. They start firing. And those cannons that you were assured over and over that they could only afford them for a day, they're still fucking here. It is day 5. And slowly, your men get back to work. Please note, from this point forward, anything that is not related to the situation at hand, including hellos, hi bear, I will not be paying attention to. I'm going to try to keep this on track as best I can. You notice a familiar carriage coming to rest at your gate again. And you hear a familiar voice that you've grown to fucking despise. If I can do it. Hear ye, hear ye. Open the fuck up again. We have come to ask for your surrender another time. We are willing to forgive the trail mix incident, as that was thematically unrelated. I'm going to continue yelling at the gate while you guys decide what to do. So we have one vote to use the negotiator, or to reveal the negotiator, and take that guy. Who's alive? Who's dead? What's on fire? Who's alive? Most of us. Who's dead? Captain Titties from yesterday. What's on fire? Nothing yet, but give it time. The dragon's on its way. The herald is at the door. If you didn't hear me, I said, hear ye, hear ye. Let's talk about you surrendering again. Surrendering party says what? It was worth a try. Another duel? No! Why the fuck would we give you a duel? We have won the duels. We have forgiven the trail mix incident because, again, it was thematically unrelated and I'd like to move past that. Excuse me. We would like to discuss the terms of your surrender, which I am sure you are eager to do now. You have tasted our military might, the blasts from our cannons. They doth ring loudly in the morning air. That is a fair point, Wilco. That... Wait... You could do the bluff. Excuse me. What's the local leadership saying about surrender? The local leadership is willing to go along with whatever you do. However, the whole donating a third of the army to them to be, you know, combat servants for life doesn't sound like a great thing to them. Especially because they're pretty sure they'll get picked. So they want they want to live, but they definitely don't want to be, you know, pressed into service. I mean, they're being pressed into service currently, but that's out of self-defense, so it's different. Sergeant Sam likes the idea of... I ain't taking the offer. What are we, him? No offense. Go fuck yourself. So, do we want to use Charlie Fulthus, our negotiator, to nab him? Surrendering? So soon? I thought you guys would last longer than this. Very funny. Very fucking funny. Please don't throw another bottle at me. I'm paid minimum wage. You should always treat customer service staff very kindly. My behavior towards you is unrelated to that statement. I prefer to light his carriage on fire, but that caused more problems than it's worth. I'm gonna say that, yeah, we're gonna fucking nab him with Fulthus. If we can lie about more, I'm in. Fuck yeah. And so, you explain the plan to your dearest Charlie Fulthus. And Charlie, being the gem of a person he is, understands. And, as literally like 20 minutes before stream revealed in the lore today, I spoke to Charlie and had the enchanter make him a stone pad. Surgical installation, of course. Its results are limited, but it was able to successfully read several thoughts if he focused enough. The built-in phrases worked. Using an enchanted tablet, Charlie can now display a multitude of different words at a rate of 1 per minute, or 1 per 15 seconds if it's... Okay, that edit didn't save, but it was supposed to say, if it's one of the built-in phrases. As opposed to his previous record of 0, that's pretty fucking good. Excuse me. Asking the local officials about anything that may be of interest to the enemy and why they seem to be holding back. We will do that shortly. But first, good old Charlie. You open the gates quickly, and the herald steps out with glee to see you. And then, as he realizes what's happening, the carriage is already fucking running. The horses have been fucking spooked. As this fucking 12-foot tall, I change that number every time, monstrosity steps out the door, grabs him by the arm, and drags him screaming back inside. The door is shut behind him. You guys now have... We're grabbing the guy. Ain't that a violation of convention? Wouldn't that potentially needlessly tick off those traditionalists? Potentially. But it was voted on about literally 15 seconds before you showed up today. So we're doing it. Excuse me. If it's any consolation, he's not a noble, so they don't really care that much. The carriage reluctantly comes back, and a new herald steps out. Hey, what the fuck was that? Sorry, hear ye, hear ye. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What was that? Our great General Gregory demands to know what the fuck was that? We just want to ask him a couple things. Nothing big. While I appreciate the promotion, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Charlie brings him to the middle of town. Excuse me. We call it a negotiator. Hulking super soldiers. We got quite a few in here. No torture or anything like that. All this yelling's just making us a little parched. That was one of our elite unit. We have an army. We have negotiators. I came here to fucking negotiate. Are you... Sorry, wrong voice. I came here to fucking negotiate. You're telling me I have to... What the fuck? No. 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 Fuck this. And he begins to... Wow, that is very hard to move. Okay, we're gonna make that bigger for the moment. What the fuck? I just want you to fucking move! Stop it! I just want to fucking move it! There! He says, fuck this! And he runs off and gets shot down by his own guys. Another herald steps out of the carriage. Hopefully a herald with a voice I can remember.
Yeah, so what was that? I don't know what this accent is. What was that? Okay, a negotiator. Got it. Alright. I've got... How many of these negotiators do you have? Because I'm a little freaked the fuck out, and I'd like to not be brought in for negotiations. Could you kindly fuck off and tell me how many?
Don't give concrete numbers. Don't worry. We don't give them concrete numbers. We give them concrete walls. While you guys are busy bullshitting to that man, Charlie and Ledger and Franklin are having a great time. And by that, if you send men in, they will only bolster the numbers. Oh my god! I just realized how fucked up that is, but that could actually be true. Excuse me. Eventually... Actually, no, I won't skip past the interrogation. I want to know, what do you guys ask? Are we sure we want to reveal this fact about them this soon? We can hold off on that if we want. Fuck my throat. Don't. Excuse me. What would we like to ask our dearest captive? I am not sure why the fuck you grabbed me, or who you are, or why... Wait, I already said why. What the fuck? I'd like to think of another phrase to say than what the fuck. What in the goddamn? That's a Fallout New Vegas reference. I do not have a platinum chip. What I do have is a very particular set of skills, such as heralding. If you fuck with me, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will hail you. Like from afar. Like with a hear ye. We felt it'd be better to talk face to face instead of yelling at each other from across the wall. Oh! So you'd like to negotiate surrender? Oh, I misunderstood this entire situation with the whole kidnapping thing. But yes, my scroll is in the carriage if you'd like to grab it. And we could discuss those terms. I think that would be very good. Can you afford us? I mean, we don't have the currency on hand, but our general is the Emperor's son. And I don't think that the Emperor's a broke-ass bitch, as one may say. But we definitely did not bring money with us. That we do not have that on us. We would have to requisition that from His Majesty, and assuming he approves it, which he might. He very well might. We could do that. Make it look like we weren't aware that the general's the Emperor's son. Oh, shit. Yeah, truth bomb. You're being invaded by the Emperor's motherfucking son. So, I suggest you sharpen up your act. Because this is a bad situation for everyone. You want to know what we know about you? Okay, well, look, I'm not exactly at liberty to discuss what I have overheard. I think that would be very bad for my career. So I don't want to tell you that. And if we're just doing negotiations for your surrender, I don't think that's relevant information. Excuse me. Tell us or he crushes your head like a lemon. Oh, this is... Oh, I see what you're doing. This isn't a negotiation for surrender at all. Oh, shit. You can negotiate with us or with the negotiators, and they are very good at it. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit of a negotiator myself, you know. I've sold a carriage or two in my life. Well, truth be told, we didn't think there was going to be a standing force here. Like, we knew there were walls. And we knew of your organization had been in the area, but we didn't think you'd be here this quick or this many. Now I'm sure our great general has a plan to remove you all, but it did cause quite a stir. I was not privy to most of the conversations, but the ones I were not pleasant. Not pleasant, I tell you. One public execution in camp wasn't very good. They didn't even hand out snacks. That's how bad it was. Yeah, so we have you fully surrounded, I think. Well, not the southeast, but nobody can really get on the southeast because big cliffs and it's icy and that's not safe. We value our safety here in the Empire of Maximilian the First of his name. So yeah, we do have quite a big force on their way. They will kill you all. That's to be certain. But it will be very entertaining for those who are watching. And that's what counts. Now, I could chat all day, on and on. Maybe that's what you want. I'm not quite sure. This has been very... We both know they'll kill you now that you've spoken to us. If you're honest, we'll let you try and flee over the ice. What, you're going to send me out there? Into the cold? With my little pointy slippers? You cruel bastard! You're a twisted little shit, aren't you? What the fuck are you going on about? This is prime entertainment. Prime, I tell you. We'll give you a jacket. I don't care if you jacket. That's... No, we're not going to make that joke. No, if you're going... Shit. You are right. My life is basically fucking over if I go back, but it's basically fucking over if I go out into the wilderness. You could keep me here. I could be your friend. We could all be friends. We could be great friends. Don't you want to be friends? Ah, what it would be. Oh shit, they're starting another bombardment. Oh shit. I want to know, right fucking now, what are each of you wearing? Your characters. What sort of armor are you wearing? This is the kill point. Excuse me. I sent you what I was wearing for armors on Discord. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Sam, are you sure? Please rethink your outfit. Whatever is the most sensible option for the situation. That's just full armor. I don't know armor. That's okay. So full armor and helmet. Good. I swear to God. Similar to the official battalion armor. Yeah, but there's one significant part of the outfit that you guys should be fucking wearing. Please, for the love of God. I can't make it more fucking obvious without saying it. Start running to my helmet. I'll fucking take it. Okay. You duck for cover and shit. You fucking survive. Swag, I will say you sustain a permanent brain injury, but it won't affect your performance or the way you talk, because that'll end up getting very angry. Like, that'll piss some people off if we start making fun of that. But I'm sorry, the tactical metal fedora might not necessarily be... Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? That's a kettle helm. Never mind, you're good, man. I apologize. Alright, so y'all survive that barrage. I duck too and use my shield. That works as well. And good timing too, as... Let me just... One blasts through a hole through this top tower, and part of it crashes down onto this home. Falls down near you. And after that weird pause, things return. Well, that was interesting. Have you guys been dealing with this the whole time? Are you sure you don't want to surrender? Like we could probably get you a good deal. They did a fucking number on your tower, too. More or less, yes. Oh. That's fucking horrifying. Yes, we have. No, we won't. And no, you cannot. Well, okay. Let me see what other information I've got you. Yeah, we're currently in a bit of a pickle. As, we were expecting the city to capitulate very quickly, and now it hasn't, which poses quite a problem. Our boys are getting very restless out there. Their tummies are getting rumbly, and also, they're a bit cross. You don't want to deal with those boys when they're cross. They get murdery, which I guess is where you come in. Excuse me. I'll personally offer to go out and ask for the double payment if everyone agrees. Damn! Sergeant Sam is considering taking the enemy offer. If we go through with this, first things first, what happens to the civilians? Well, you can't run a town without people paying taxes in it. They're fucking fine. Now, I will say, the third of your force that's, that goes to us, they'd better be some good shit. Because if we're going to take half of your forces to join ours, then, you know, who's to say? So all we need is 3/4 of all your forces. I'm fucking with you. I believe the original number was 1/3. I'm very funny. I worked as a stand-up comedian before I became a herald. Some would say I was very good at it. Then my date stood me up. Not giving up 1/3 of our guys. Try again. Look, I didn't... Why are we even discussing this? Well, you'd probably survive. Our Lord grows impatient. And you don't like him when he's impatient. He gets really bombardment-y when he's impatient. Your jokes are worse than my uncle's jokes. Oh, no. Look. I want to know exactly where they stand. Excuse me. Look. Majority to no surrender. Yeah, it's seeming like that. Well, if you're not... if you're not willing to surrender, then well, fuck. Okay. That's a new one. Typically, they do. Everyone's in the walls. They're in the walls. Yes, all of our guys are within the city. We're currently interrogating a herald. He has a wonderful voice. Hello! Look, I'm pretty sure that when we get our reinforcements, we'll all come in, we'll all kill everyone. Well, not everyone, you know, people who don't fight, we won't kill, because that's fucked up. But people with weapons, oh, they're fucking dying. So most of you will probably be dying when we invade you. Is there anything else about your forces you aren't telling us? Well, what do your reinforcements have as weapon and equipment loadout? Much of the same. We don't have any additional artillery coming in, to my knowledge. They're all coming on horseback, but, you know, you don't use horses in a siege. How soon are you expecting your reinforcements? So many questions. Oh, I feel popular. You know, I haven't been this popular since I ran a country club back in... They should have been here today, but they're not. Which tells me they should be here tomorrow, unless they're not. So, I don't know why they're late. Do we have any truth serum? No, we do not. But we do have a negotiator. Okay, our reinforcements are largely just our levied men-at-arms. And those are two different things. Conscripted troops, all armed with the greatest long messes you could see. They will come in, they will cut you up, you will die, and they will kill you. And you will be dead. You're aware that we too have reinforcements on the way. What? What the fuck? Look, we didn't know you were here. We really did not know. You've bamboozled us quite badly. I'm quite disappointed, actually. This guy's useless. Yes, Charlie crushes a rock. Oh my god! He can crush rocks! That's a terrifying ability! That's like a hammer! Hammers are terrifying. But yes, we did not know you were here. We thought you were it when we did find out you were here. And we're trying to figure out what to do, but there's a lot of arguments that are going on currently. They can't decide if they want to just call it a day and go, or, well, they won't call it a day and go, not while General Gregory's in charge. That'd be humiliating. How do we get him back to their lines alive so he can testify about the fake reinforcements? We do have reinforcements coming, though, from the northeast in several days. Maybe our guys already took out the reinforcements. Doubtful, but possible. Let them go back and feed the other camp a little bit about our reinforcements. See how they react. Maybe it forces an error on their part. That is true. It will prompt some action. I don't... Well, I do know what action it will be, but, like, it will prompt an action of some sort. Checking for magical items that could be used to listen in on us. You reach in his pockets. How did the Herald get captured? We had our negotiator, lovely Charlie Fulthus, reach out the door and fucking grab him. We could blow up their general with the thing. Wait! You saying we can fucking nuke their general with the bottle mortar? Oh my god, that... How many days into the siege are we now? This is midway through day 5. The idea of going to half rations at day 5 has been used, because, yeah, we need to. I'm serious. So, for those of you who aren't aware, during our second siege at Valnheim, a small mobile mortar unit, we called it the bottle mortar because it used projectiles that were pretty similar and, as we found out, almost interchangeable with bottles packed with different things. And yeah, it works as an anti-personnel fragmentation thing. Am I doing okay? You're doing lovely, sweetie. General's the Emperor's son. This'll paint a very big target on our backs. That is true. Ask the Herald where the General's tent is. The General's tent is right fucking there. Just to the north beside the highway. He likes to see all the action. Somehow taking the Emperor hostage. Or not Emperor, the General hostage. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. You could do that. I'm probably not supposed to be privy to that information, so I'll promptly forget that. Oh, what did you talk about? I'm not sure. It would be fun to kill the general, though. That's not a valid line of thinking. We already have a target on our backs if the steel masks come back, and the other enemies. I mean, if the steel masks come back, I think it'll be more profitable for them if they just pay us off rather than trying to fight us. We could set the forest on fire. We could. It is winter, but it's only an inch of snow, so, you know. Assume the general isn't a complete idiot and moves around enough that just nuking that tent isn't guaranteed to kill him straight up. It's a very heavy-duty tent. It's made of the heaviest fabrics we could buy. A distraction with fire would be good. Okay, question. When you get that distraction, what are you going to do in the meantime? Or, like, what is the purpose of distracting? If you say the magic words, then it'll work. The fabric gets lit on fire. Okay. Dark green is forest. Tent is here. Long distance. That won't work. It'll work if they can get closer. What can we do? Sneak some scouts over the ice? We could potentially. Currently, they don't have anything to our south that we know of. There might be something hiding. There might not. We are not aware. Are they still ignoring the other gate? I mean, they still have eyes on it, but yeah, they're not attacking it currently. We could distract them and capture the general. No, that wouldn't work. We could retreat with that distraction. So you're saying set the woods on fire and then just book it? Ice is 8 inches thick, so it can definitely hold your weight if you're thinking of going that way. Are we attempting a mass exodus? I don't think that's a good idea. Not yet. My vote is to let the Herald go lie about the negotiators. Okay, so we have a suggestion for an activity. Have the Herald go out there and be like, holy fuck. Like, they're saying they got tons of those fuckers. And they're fucking crazy. They can kill everything. They can fucking do a backflip. They're crazy. He likes to watch, so he should be there. We're going to attempt a kidnapping that might be a possible window. That is fair. Yeah, that works. Which thing? I need 2 people to tell me what to do. Are we trying to kidnap right now, or are we trying to... If we can trust this yapping man. Okay. That counts as 2. We are going to let the Herald go out to yell some shit. Do that, but make him walk after Charlie yeets the carriage as a show of strength. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. So... our little buddy goes out there and watches sorrowfully as the lovely Charlie Fulthus... Oh. Shit. Whatever. The lovely Charlie Fulthus picks up the fucking carriage and hurls it out to the side. And he goes up, he runs into the tent. And within several minutes, you notice a lot of movement in the enemy lines. They shuffle around a lot. Day 5, yes. And now, we're on night 5. The night comes, the action dies down, and they begin, oddly enough, a night bombardment. Are we making an attempt to grab the general? Can you add a transparent blue filter? That's a good idea. Okay, that actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. All right. And we're questioning the local officials of anything that may be of interest to the enemy. Okay. First things first. Or actually, I'll tackle the reinforcements thing last, because it is very relevant. We are questioning local officials of anything that may be of interest to the enemy. You go inside, and yeah, you talk to the garrison commander, to the town mayor, local treasurer, and several other influential individuals. And the gist of what you get is that Eship, they're not particularly wealthy. They're in a decent trade position, so that might be something. But to warrant a hostile takeover like this, with displays of force like this, it doesn't make sense to them. They're just a fucking village. Or not village. They are a proper city, but that's all they are. They don't have any conquered territory anymore. Most of that seceded from them. They don't believe that there's a good fucking reason for this enemy to be attacking. Very good move, Leo. And I say that plot-wise. Yeah. Maybe oil, Jesus. Maybe if we can sneak someone out in the chaos. You look out and you do see that... Oh my god, wait. I can do like a light up thing. A little radiant glow. That's not really radiant. You see that the temple. The tent lights up. There's also a lot of light sources around the trebuchets. And dotted in the lines are different light sources. And you do notice down here, faintly in the trees, is some light. Any new arrivals to the city before the siege, like persons of importance? Are those on the top layer? Yeah, they're above the night thing. Because if I put them below it, then they look shitty. But if I do them on top, then it's like, wow, they're lighting up. Yeah. Any new arrivals to the city before the siege? What other strategic value does the town have? They even go through their books, and they promise you, after everything they've found, until you guys, like, other than you guys being here now, there is no fucking reason for them to attack this town. Any forbidden cross-faction romance like Romeo and Juliet? Gregory and Ledger are in a homosexual relationship. That's a joke. We are not doing that. They're crazy. I love that you draw that conclusion. Just, so they're fucking dumb. I like drawing these lights. I'm gonna keep doing that. We have some guys watching out south. The general is here for a beauty call. It's the son trying to prove himself to his father. It very well could be. That definitely is an idea. You know what, Leo? You are right. So yeah, those fellas who are looking out end up finding something that they would have much preferred not to find. Which is... Oops. In the trees. By taking land over, he can prove he can leave. Are they trying to set up an FOB? Is this a stepping stone to somewhere else? Oh, like we were trying to do at Valheim originally. It very well could be. Yeah, do they have any potential ideas or theories as to why they may be here or what they might want? Well, one thing is that Emperor Maximilian does want to expand his empire. They have heard that, well, the Emperor was supposed to be contracting the Third to attack. But, the deal fell through. Ledger, he doesn't deny it, but it's the first he's heard of it. The artillery's been going on for quite some time. Doesn't show any signs of stopping. Oops. And that. I'm tired, Ledger. Getting scared they plan on flattening this place. How much ammo we got for the bottle mortar? Not a lot. I'd say we can get 5 good volleys out of it with the powder we have. There's something bigger happening here, and we are at its mercy. No, that's... It finally stops. Nobles and local officials join the civilians in the shelter. The enemy might try a stunt in the next few days. And that is what you do. Strictly voluntarily. Oh yeah. Oh, this tent should be in the dark. The next day comes. No sign of backup for you or them. Oops. A new carriage makes its way to your gate in the morning. Actually. And out steps good old Franklin. They have one of those? Or more than one of those? Of course they do. They're the fucking Empire. Hear ye, hear ye. Are we going ahead with kidnapping the general? We could definitely go for it on this next volley. Hear ye, hear ye. Are you ready to surrender? I'm back. Please don't grab me again. Fair warning, I told our lovely general all about everything, and he was not happy. I mean, he was happy with me. I got a raise. But, there was another execution in the camp, which kind of sucked. I don't really like those, personally. But, you know. Hi, Franklin. How are you today? Oh, you know, I wasn't executed, so I'm doing quite fine. Thank you. Look, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but you guys seem swell. Look, Are your reinforcements coming today? Or, I thought ours were supposed to yesterday.
Keeping your head down. Good for you.
Yeah, and keeping it on my shoulders. Look, I think we're going to make a big move. So, I would like you... I would really like you to just surrender. It would be very good for you. You'd live. I mean, most of you, General Gregory has, retracted some of the offer. Not a lot, but possibly enough. Look, there's no retinue thing anymore. He wants a third of your standing force beheaded by your standing force. And then, yeah, you present that to him. He'll take that as a swear of fealty. Boom shakalaka. It's kind of a waste of heads, if you ask me. But, beats all of you getting dead. I like you guys. Even the big fucked up one. He held me weirdly. How many? A third. 33% of your standing force for the crime of standing against him would just fucking die at the hands of you. Because you feel so bad for attacking us.
We could execute a false surrender. Ledger kind of looks back to you. He's like, I can do plan B. That would work. No beheadings, thank you. Any other offers?
Well, I hear there's a 2-for-1 special on... for surrender. No, it's just beheadings now. Like, he really likes those heads.
I retract my surrender vote. I feel like you guys will have me executed for suggesting it. Far from it. And hey, a third is less than 100%. Hold on a sec, we're discussing it.
Okay, I'll just stand out here and drink some water. I brought my medieval inhaler.
How much do they pay you, Franklin?
Not a lot. But now it's $2 more than minimum wage. Ah, yes, medieval salbutamol. If that's not a name brand specific thing. If it is, then pretend I didn't say it. Remember, shake it, tilt the chin up, breathe all the air out, depress the thingy while sucking in through the mouth only.
Here, have a wine. No, you are not offering Franklin wine. We are a professional outfit. will now have a drink of water. So, what would you like to do? I'm assuming the surrender thing's out. The bombardment's gonna start soon. You're gonna have a bad time. It's gonna be real bad, this next one. Actually, we could covertly offer him a job. Are we making a grab for the general? I think we are. I think we are. Okay, well, while you guys are thinking, I'm going to take a pee behind the cart, okay? Okay, I'm... This is how we're working in a bathroom break to the actual fucking stream. This is unironically how we're doing it. Alright. I'm going. Guys are offering more money? Shit, man, I love money. Alright. What can I do for you? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps. I see you're loudly discussing your plan to kidnap the general. I mean, I could bring him towards the gate. No, he probably wouldn't come near the gates now that he's seen that big fucking thing. But if you try to run up there, they're going to see you. Like that's just That's a lot of fucking ground to cover. To take someone who's kicking and screaming. You'd have better luck fucking stabbing him. At least you only have to make it halfway. Anyways, you guys can think of that. I'm getting in the fucking carriage. And I'm going the fuck back. Bombardment time!
And it begins. Another bombardment. As cannonballs begin flying through the air, you notice Ledger having a sip of tea at the front gate. A cannonball smashes through the tower next to him, and he annoyedly uses his spoon to take a chunk of concrete out of his cup, fling it to the ground, and take another sip. He looks over to you. It's chamomile. It's pretty good. Good taste. Helps calm your nerves. You look like you could use some. Another cannonball narrowly misses him and ends up taking out an entire housing block. We should probably get off the wall. The wall's being shot at a lot. We're supposed to hide behind the wall. But we're not, because they're firing at it while we're on it. Let's take some of that tea. Ledger pours you a bit of tea. You watch as the cannons fire towards you. You probably should. Alright, Ledger pours you all cups of tea. And you have a wonderful little lunch. No drinking on the job, please. If they attack from the south, we blow the ice. Splendid! Another cannonball strikes a tower below. Huh. You know, one thing that I have not been thinking of. No. I didn't pack enough socks. And like there were a couple extras that they had here, but I mean, I can't be taken from the surplus, and we barely have any spare uniforms, so like why the fuck would we, you know? I just don't have enough socks. And another thing, and as he continues to complain, a shot comes and Ring sails over town and crashes into the back wall, creating a breach. Ledger finishes his cup of tea, then tosses the cup off the battlements. Well, time to get out of here, I suppose. If we can somehow maneuver the bulk of their forces to attack us from the south across the ice. You say that? Should we take out some of their cannons with a mortar? Our mortar, you know what? Yeah, if we place the mortar on the wall, where it can get shot for the record, then we could potentially City's getting hammered pretty hard. When are we making a grab for the general? After this bombardment or tomorrow's? I need you guys to answer that question, because that is a very good question. Are we trying to grab him? Are we trying to just kill him? To see if that will dissolve leadership? Are we trying to fucking kill his dog? What are we trying to do? Hi, Mom. Yep, do you need me to... Oh, that's, it's an empty case for my Starlink. Yeah. Joe, does the general grab prevent Plan B? It does not necessarily. It depends how you play it. Is his tent in range of the mortar? Yes. His tent is a lot closer than the cannon line. Actually, it's in line with the cannon line. You can mortar his tent. My question is, and again, this is partially to instill some, what is it? Some doubt in you. Emperor's son. Yeah. We don't want that big a target on our backs just yet. We might kill Franklin. Fuck Franklin! Now, devil's advocate here. If we get that target on our backs, that target is going to take a couple days for that fucker to find out. And by then, we can be packing up and getting ready to leave. And then once backup arrives, we've got an armed escort to get the fuck out of here. Command might not take kindly to cutting off a potential future client just like that. That is the other half of it. However, we are currently at war with another future client, so, you know, business is business. Today's friend might be tomorrow's enemy, and they tend to know that. Granted, the Emperor might be a little disappointed we killed his son. Unless it's like the tough love, where he's like, well, if he wasn't strong enough to make it, he wasn't strong enough to be my son. So, I ask you all, are we kidnapping or are we killing the general? If we capture him, we dishonor him, worse than death. We should ask frankly if the Emperor loves his son. Shit, that's a good idea. Oops. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah, shit. Okay, because I accidentally made that carriage part of this layer, we're gonna have another carriage. It arrives, our buddy hops out. Kidnapping now or tomorrow? So, good question. We ask, hey, fucking Franklin, does the Emperor love his kid? And Franklin kind of laughs. And he's like, give me a second. Hear ye, hear ye. Today, we would like to request you surrender again, and you'll say no, and then, okay, now we can talk. Does the Emperor love his son? Well, which one? Because Gregory's kind of a middle child. If we're talking Gregory, there's a reason he's out in the army trying to take towns he thinks are undefended. That's all I have to say about that. Gregory's been the black sheep of the family. It's been kind of funny watching him fuck it up. You're saying not great. I'm saying that if you gave the Emperor Gregory and a bowl of soup
and they both fell on the floor, the Emperor would ask if the soup was okay.
So he's a spare successor, not to prove himself.
Yes and no. He's the spare successor, because the younger son's quite brilliant. Very good tactician, that one. Gregory, he's Gregory. We like Gregory. He pays us minimum wage and doesn't kill us usually.
Maybe the mortar's a good idea.
Alright, well, if we're going to do anything, he's currently eating grapes in his tent off of an attractive woman's back, fully clothed, because this is a YouTube video. I'm jealous. He also told me to bring you a scroll, but it was pretty much just, you know, about a 3-hour speech on how you should go fuck yourself. I didn't get a lot of water this morning, so I can't read all that.
He has a civvy with him. On the fence about the mortar now. As you say that, Faustine, you notice Ledger. Oops. We did yellow for those. You notice Ledger has begun wheeling out the mortar. He gets it in between the houses. He yells up to you guys. Somebody want to help me adjust my fucking angle? We doing this? What's the holdup? Maybe the bang will scare her off. Hell yeah.
Most women, after hanging out with Gregory, the bang does scare them off. He never gets a second date.
And with that, the 3rd Battalion, battered and broken, using the same technology that took their own from them, begin their own bombardment. At the sound of the first blast, the enemy begins firing back. You fire the mortar the first time. Missed shot. Ledger begins to reload. Could you use a fucking hand down here? Turn it a little. That fucking helps. Which way? Fire 2! He fires another. It hits the trebuchet. Charlie runs to the gate and barely pulls Franklin inside before a cannonball destroys the fucking carriage. Just bum rushing with a negotiator to help cut through the defenders. Might be doable. Could be. If you want to, it's now or never. Somebody has to give the order. Where the fuck do I fire now? Do it! That doesn't fucking help! As you say that, I realize what you mean. Fulthus, are we rushing the general's tent? We could. Would you like to? You know what? Yeah, you yell that plan to Ledger. And you tell him, fire left from where he was or far right from it. Do not go slightly right. One of you finally gets down there to start helping him with the cannon. Fuck it, Sergeant Sam does. As Fulthus, picking up the bar mace made specially for him and the decommissioned ballista, steps out of the gates. A cannonball fires and glints off the armor. Ledger yells, "Fire 3!" and blasts with the wrong color, excuse me, taking out a trebuchet and some cannons. Or rather, the personnel. As Fulthus makes his way, a shot rings out, strikes him in the leg, and he falters, stumbles. As Ledger yells, "Fire 4!" and immediately takes out that cannon. God damn it, I put that in the wrong fucking layer. Fulthus gets closer, and you can see from the top Gregory stumbling out of his tent and freezing at the sight of this fucking behemoth. And as another cannonball strikes through its own line just to hit Charlie in the side, Charlie aims the ballista. And point blank fires it through General Gregory. As Ledger finally yells, "Fire 5!" And the area behind him is engulfed in flame. God damn it, I put it on the wrong one. Whatever. Charlie, satisfied, turns around and walks back to the gate, shutting the door behind him. The firing stops, gradually, and you believe it's because the news spreads. Damage report on both sides. A lot of the men who we had manning the sides with their, just firing back with whatever they had. Not really killing much, but the town garrison took some heavy hits. Out of your guys, most of them didn't see any combat. On the enemy side, catastrophic. With 2 trebuchets remaining, and most of the cannoneers packing up their shit because they're not dealing with this, the force begins to dissolve. Slowly, but surely. And come nightfall, where the fuck is it? They retreat. You notice as well, out in the distance, where the fuck is a light coming from the northeast, force in the south. Oh yeah, you do not see the lights down there. You see lights in the northeast. They're getting closer. And closer. You can't make out what it is. But they're headed straight for you. What banner are they flying? In the darkness of the night, you have trouble seeing. I want to see who it is! But as they get closer, secure the gates, everyone at the ready. You all prepare to meet this new threat. Whoops, that is not. God damn it. Fucking work, please. Oh, God. The 3rd Battalion has arrived. Of the 2,600 that you were supposed to have as a relief force, you notice only about 1,000 of them. Less than half. But they're here. You guys alive? What the fuck happened? Open the gates! The gates swing open. And among others, in steps General Bridget Auburn. She takes off her great helm and looks to you all. Looks to Ledger. Looks away from Ledger. Looks back to you. You survived. Good. I know I'm a bit late, but I'm not normally this far. Well, you guys want something to eat? God knows we got plenty. There's a fucking dragon that we had to carve up. Took your fastest units ahead of the rest, I presume? This is all we got. I think reinforcement met reinforcement, and, well, did what we always do. We won. You help people out of the shelter. And that night, for the first day in several, you have a damn good meal. Yeah. You now have one herald. He's making double minimum wage. There's not much for celebrating. But you at the very least know you fucking made it. Freeze some of this for the third and some to our families as well. Auburn nods and then says, we should eat all of it. And we're going to. What's Franklin's last name? I don't fucking know. You want to be Cornelio? Because we can fucking do that. Night falls further. And as the festivities wind down, Ledger calls y'all together for a debriefing. And says to all of you, I'm proud. No further notes. Would you like to know what Plan B was? When I show you this, I want no gut reactions. I want you to take it in, pause, breathe, and then we can all think of the correct action going forward. Okay? Come with me. And he leads you to another room. And in there sit 3 crates. And he says, in these are what High Command wanted us to use. This was our emergency supplies. And he busts the lid off of one, pulls down the side of it, and you see it. A large bundle of copper wire. He goes to the next crate. Takes the lid off. Smashes down the side. 3 leatherworking kits. Some surgical tools. He opens the 3rd crate. And it's a step-by-step guide in a nicely decorated chest. Just a book going through all Command knows about making the perfect negotiator. Ledger turns to you. Nods. And says, this was Plan B. I had a name tag built for me and everything. Holy fuck. And now I won't use that. I even... Were you supposed to show us this? No. No. On paper, these crates were used. The auditor will check the seal. He'll know. Yeah, it was for you. Well, 2 weeks ago, Command put in their policy. Only officer rank and above for negotiator corps. And it just so happens that we get sent on a mission where we are undersupplied and practically forced to use these. Do you see where I'm going with this? We were meant to die here. No. We were meant to negotiate here. I've been preparing myself for the surgeries of it. Yeah, you have to be awake for all of it, and they practically flay you out, and I was. No wonder half of ours went fucking insane. If you want to just disappear, we understand. List you as one of the casualties of the last bombardment. No. And he smiles. Not a good smile. I give that offer to all of you. I do not want that luxury. I don't know if this was a personal thing. Hell, at first, I assumed it was Auburn. Now I'm not so sure. I intend to find whoever did this. And I think you damn know well what I'm going to do to them. I've spent the last few weeks thinking like a dead man. Ledger always finds a way. I gather you're going to negotiate them. Fosstein. Don't think so small. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. So why would I negotiate with him when I can teach him how to do it himself? To whatever end. All of you. Thank you. The days coming ahead are going to be strange. I will be taking the hit for these open crates that have not been used. They'll most likely be putting the shark in charge. I'm still going to be in the unit. Just a honorary demotion. Which is exactly what we need. The target's off our backs, boys. Any questions? Honestly, I was expecting at least one of you to head out. It's a good fucking retirement gig. Just saying. Pancakes, you know fucking what? That's a good question. Well, what are you, a bunch of dead men walking? Get up there. Have some fun. We're not doing fuck all tomorrow. Want to make that clear, and that's going on the record. After all, I made it clear. The penalty for disobeying orders this time around was going to be 1 paid day of leave. I suggest you take your punishment with a smile. Dismissed. And with that, looks back to the crate, spits at it, and goes upstairs. And scene. We have a lot of leftover dragon meat. On July 11th of 2025, we began this adventure. And here on this day of January 31st, 2026, we have completed the first arc of it. One hell of a season finale. Holy, I'm... I'm fucking proud of us. Sorry for not being involved. Oh, man. You did plenty. I'm just sorry I wasn't able to cater to it. Or cater to people's schedules, because... Yeah. Oh, fuck, I'm actually fucking crying. That is a lot of, I put a lot of my fucking heart and soul into that. No, holy shit. Things will get darker from here. If we follow traditional tension and release cycle, we will... Like, I feel like going straight down and darker would not be the correct decision thematically. Because if Command is actually out to give a proper reason to demote Ledger, they've got it. He opened the crates. He didn't use them. That is policy. He fucked that up. So if that's their objective, they've got what they want. Might not be as much as they want, but, you know, they made their point. Peddles gets a promotion, which is always nice. Peddles gets a promotion without a pay increase, which is historically accurate. Regardless, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Great job, everyone. Yeah. Holy fuck. I will admit, I did deviate from the spreadsheet a little at the end. But that was partially because the amount of decisions we would need to make to reach any sort of conclusion, I realized would take us another like 3 streams. Like I way over prepared for it there. Over prepared, and I still didn't fucking think of a name I could remember for the bad guy. But yeah. No, I guess I can spoil the plan, which I did reveal to a couple people a while back when I first conceptualized it. Only 2 minor characters on our side died. Yeah. Like, yeah. What was going to happen was that if the situation became completely fucked, then Ledger, and I set out failure conditions where it was like, if you guys do this specific action, this is where Ledger will consider it a point of no return, and he'll do it. And of course, one of those things was if the enemy breaks through the initial gates, then he'll be like, give me a minute. And then, you hold the line, we have a grueling battle for a good 15 minutes, and then you hear this fucking roar, and then both Charlie and Ledger come out, both as negotiators, and wreck shit. I'm disappointed that I needed to axe the dragon fight for time, but such is life. Holy fuck. We could have a dragon fight next season. Goddamn right. The dragon thing ended up being funny and cool. Oh, yeah. So now, you guys know what I have to do, right? I gotta go the Sam by L route. Fucking put up some proper lore videos. Wouldn't have minded going for another hour. Yeah, but I have work tomorrow. And tomorrow night, we have to fucking finish those voice lines. Like, I will not have another chance for another week or two. And I told the fella I'd be finished by the Sunday that has passed. Like, I am overdue. Not just on my pregnancy. Work tomorrow. I have that too. Ugh. Hashtag Pregles. Goddamn right. I appreciate those of you who tend to make a lot more jokes on this. I really do appreciate you guys laying it or holding back for this stream on it. It didn't go as serious as I had initially planned it, but I'm okay with that cuz like Franklin's not a terrible side character. And the voice was actually kind of fun to do. So like glad neither of my characters died. That'd be a fucked up birthday present. Interestingly, on the 3rd. Oh, man. Yeah. First off, happy early birthday, because I don't think I'll be streaming on the 3rd. I think... Or is... Oh, the 3rd is when I travel out. So if my dearest cousin does provide me with his old laptop, which he's offered to, he's very kind. I'm buying him a fucking sword now because of it. Because otherwise I was going to fucking panic buy a fucking laptop so that I'd be able to stream, because I don't know when I'm getting home. And I would like to stream. Because that is my hobby nowadays. Season 2 is usually when the more serious stuff starts to pick up anyway, after the show's found its legs. Yeah. I don't know if we want to take an intermission from the 3rd Battalion or keep going with it. Because, you know, the whole thing with Peddles is the garden eels are the central thing for him. The 3rd is just part of the worlds. Granted, it's one that I've fucking developed for years, so, you know. I'm enjoying the 3rd Battalion stuff. I am too. Like, don't get me wrong. I think a rival group to the 3rd would be an interesting idea. Yeah. I was going to play with that idea initially, and I still might. Like, and like, as a, not poetic, but like, from a storytelling standpoint, the 3rd Battalion's story being a parody of modern-day industry. Now, modern-day industry, you typically don't go under siege. It happens, but, you know, it's not very common. Yeah, we, fuck, what was I saying? No, I can't be forgetting my words now. No. God damn it. No, I fully lost what I was saying. Oh, well. The 4th Battalion, perhaps. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I do want to kind of do a prequel because, like, you know, Peddles jumps around timelines and shit. So we could interact with the fucking 1st Battalion and the 2nd. Because the 2nd is actually an interesting story. The first one is just fucking defending from a demonic invasion. And the 2nd is like, hey, shit's fucked up in more ways than you thought. And you have to unfuck the shit. But the shit gets more fucked up the more you unfuck it. So you gotta unupfuck the shit you just fucked up. Yeah. Psycho Rangers? I don't know about the tropes, but if the 3rd is the company I work for, then the rival team would be a company I don't work for. I think you were talking about getting a laptop and streaming on the go. Oh, yeah, yeah, I think, yeah. Well, there's not too much to that thought. I'll be able to continue the Fire Emblem series, so that'll be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not excited for the site visit or the fact that I got voluntold that I'm staying for another job after that I have no clue about, but such is life. We'll deal with that. I want to make the best of it. And not only that, streaming's become fucking important to me. Part of it is, you know, being able to create something like this. This is fucking amazing to me. And being able to share something like that. Another drawing stream at some point. You are improving with your art. I haven't done art since the last drawing stream, so I don't know if I'm going to be improving much. But you know what? Yeah, I literally could just pack a mini streaming setup. Cuz like we're going to have, you know, limited processing power. I'm currently working with 2 monitors, so I'll just have the computer or yeah, the laptop monitor and the fucking hotel TV. Streaming times are going to be fucked up for a bit. Because as it's standing, they're like, oh yeah, we'll put you on 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Like, oh. That's fucking horrible, but Especially because there's a 2-hour drive to fucking site. And I don't even know how much the sub is on the job. I forgot to ask. I just went for the fucking cheapest hotel I could find that didn't look like I'd get a disease from getting in it. But the town doesn't have a fucking A&W, which means it's a terrible town. But on the way to site, there's an A&W, which means it's not a terrible town. Or rather, it's not a terrible location. We need more people to move to northern Alberta so that they make more A&Ws. Okay? A&W, can you sponsor me? You can pay me in gift cards. A&W gift cards. I'm not like trying to fucking pay me in Google Play cards. No. A short break from streaming might not be so bad. Yeah. Like, what? It's probably going to happen like that. But I want to have the option at least. And, you know, feed the all-hungry algorithm a little. But yeah. No, I definitely will take a bit of a breather. Aw, man, we could have another fucking stream where I just get drunk in my hotel room and just say random shit. Although I don't like drinking alone, so I probably won't. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it. I'm gonna get some goddamn rest. They're sending you to Aship. Yeah, Aship is just fucking Fort Mac. Or not Fort Mac. It's I shouldn't say the direction from Fort Mac that the site is, but yeah, like there's not even a fucking A&W in Aship. I can't believe this shit. If you guys feel like making some more memes, like, I would love to see some that are just like fucking complaining about the different locations or people. Or like memes that people in the third would send to each other. Thanks again for the stream. Thanks to everyone who helped out. And thank you, man. There'll probably be a few jokes about excess dragon meat. I can live with that. But yeah. You all have made this what it is. Today. Oh. Right, Philippines. Right. I find it funny how there's a lot of parallels between the season premiere and finale. In the industry, that's just how she goes sometimes. Was the meat from a very bad dragon? No. We can't. No. It it was a good, family-friendly, safe for work, fire-breathing dragon that kills people fictionally. Nailed it. A totally shit out of luck city attacked by an egotistical fool. As a murderous dragon hoarded gold before it was stolen. Yeah. Like it was bad in that way, but not in the like you shouldn't capitalize that or the other. Oh man. A disagreeable dragon. I can live with disagreeable dragon. Still questionable capitalization, but I can live with that. Oh man, I should get a fucking cameo. Not like to buy, like I should do that. That'd be cool. That's what he's referring to. Yeah. You know what really sucks? They took down the original Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. I'm fucking mad. Like, the amount of fucking YouTube history behind that fucking video. And it's just fucking gone now. Yeah. Yeah, that happened like fucking 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, you can look it up. It's not fucking there. Privated or deleted, I'm not sure. Neil Mo. I don't know who that is. Is this a political thing or is this a reference? Oh, would you mind not saying that in my fucking chat? Let's not bite the hand that feeds currently, as it's just starting to, feed me. Yeah, Meg, go search it up right fucking now. I'll wait. Aggressively gumming the hand that feeds us. That. But that sounds like it could be pleasurable for some people. It is gone. I'm angry. Yeah, like. It's fucked up, man. Okay, what the fuck? I was doing that joke because I wanted you to search up "Never Gonna Give You Up," and then you wouldn't be able to find it. But I'm searching it up and I can't fucking find it. I can find the remaster. Oh my god, yeah, you know what? God, I fucked up my own joke. Yeah, 16 years ago, 4K remaster. That's not the fucking original. Wait, 16 years ago. That would have been... Yeah, that would have been 2010. That's not... I don't fucking know. Whatever, I'm fucking tired. Good night, fellas. Thank you for helping me. Or not helping, but for you guys working with me to complete a great chapter of my life. I appreciate it.